in previous lecture, we successfully downloaded and installed Metasploit framework. So with that, actually, next we need to initialize the Metasploit database using the msfdb init command here. Enter msfdb init, msfdb here init, and as you can see, value init this ask here. Would you like to init web service? Yes. Clearing the HTTP web data service credential in MSF console. Here. Starting database, creating one. Here. Actually now, let's run it again. Here, sudo msfdb init is defined here. Please run MSF as a non-root user. Then msfdb init. Yes. The existing data and yes. Is MSF account user initial MSF web service account username. MSF here. Blank for random password. Account password MSF also. Now this attempting to start MSF web service here. As you can see, this is our account here. As you can see here, if needed, manually reconnect to the data service in MSF console using this command here. So now, actually, we will prompt you to set up a web service username and password during installation so that we can use Metasploit API. So copy this link, actually just open like that, right click, open link here. And advanced, if you get something like that in Firefox, potential security risk ahead, this is just in your site, there's nothing risky here, and click on accept the risk and continue. Metasploit API account, you are not currently logged in, please click here to take on the login page. So we have to log in firstly. As you remember, my username is MSF and password is also MSF here. Save password here, as you can see here, Metasploit API account. So and here we can choose any desired username and password. So when the successfully initializing database here, you will prompted to the actually this screenshot here, MSF, not documentation, as you can see here. As you can see here, we can see all of our databases here, and this means we had successfully created our database, and we have payloads here and like that. So now we can run our MSF console here. We're using MSF console here and here. Welcome to please answer a few questions here. Metasploit work initial setup complete. Here, as you can see here, Metasploit framework initial setup complete. So we have successfully installed Metasploit. Now, actually, let's focus on some of the basic fundamentals before moving on the actual testing. So the fundamentals of Metasploit. Know that we have recall the essential phases of penetration test and initialized Metasploit. So let's talk about the big picture. That is Metasploit. Metasploit is a security project that provides exploits and tons of reconnaissance features to aid in a penetration tester. Metasploit was created by H.D. Moore-Beck in 2003, and since then, its rapid development has led it to be recognized as one of the most popular penetration testing tools available. Metasploit was a natively Ruby-driven project, but with its latest releases, it has started to support Python and Go modules as well. Metasploit offers various exploits, post-exploits, and auxiliary, scanner, evasion, and exploit development tools. With the release of Metasploit 5, a number of new capabilities have been added to Metasploit, some of which are a choice between database and the new HTTP-based data service. And in new versions, we have evasion models, we have the automation API, exploitation at a scale. AirHost has no change to AirHost, so which allows an exploit model to be run over multiple targets. We have shell sessions, now have a background command, and in latest version of Metasploit, we have support for Go language and Python language along with the Ruby. So the Metasploit version comes with 2 editions, so I want to show you here Metasploit editions here. Actually, let's open it. So actually Metasploit here comes with Pro and Framework. So what this Pro this version is a commercial one and offers tons of great features, of course, such as web application scanning, exploitation, and automated exploitation, and is quite suitable for professional penetration testers and IT security teams. The Pro edition is primarily used for professional, advanced, and extensive penetration tests and enterprise security programs. And we have free versions as well along with Pro. This is the framework version of Metasploit. So this is the Metasploit framework. This is a command line heavy edition with all the manual tasks provided, such as a manual exploitation, third-party import, and so on. So this version is suitable for the developers and security researchers as it is free and open source. So throughout this course, we will be using the Metasploit Framework Edition. So this is the free Metasploit. So, but Metasploit also offers the various types of interfaces. Like the graphical user interface. So the graphical user interface Metasploit has all the options you will ever need available at click of a button. So this is a user-friendly interface that helps to provide cleaner vulnerability management. The user interface is offered as part of the Metasploit Pro only. And we have the console interface. So this is the preferred interface and the most popular one as well. So this interface provides an all-in-one approach to all options offered by Metasploit. So this interface is also considered one of the most stable interfaces. Throughout this course, we will be using the console interface the most. And we have the command line interface as well. The command line interface is the most powerful interface. So it supports launching exploits for activities such as payload generation. So, however, remembering every command while using the command line interface is a difficult job. Now that we have set up Metasploit 5, we are ready to perform our first penetration test. However, before we start the test, let's recall some of the essential functions and terminologies used in Metasploit. So here I want open notepad here, actually not text editor here. Actually, let's scale it a little bit. Tools, actually. Preferences, editor, font and colors, and here it is. Find not tools here. Oops. interaction, not activities, view font and colors, not system, and 18 here. So now I will write here some terminologies of Metasploit. So in Metasploit, we can list all the useful commands available by typing help here. As you can see here, this we will have this help command will help help us frequently. And here, so but I want to talk about a few terminologies in Metasploit here. So after we have a basic terms used in Metasploit. So I want talk about the most mandatory ones here. So the first is exploits. Actually, let's make it full screen. Here, exploits. So what this exploit is? So this is a piece of code that when executed will exploit the vulnerability of the target. And we have I'm writing here for better understanding. So and we have a payload here, payload. What payload is? So this is a piece of code that runs on the target after successful successful exploitation. So it defines the actions we want to perform on the target system. Actually, let's make it a little bit here. And we have here, and we have auxiliary here. Auxiliary. So what this is? So these are modules that provide additional functionalities such as scanning, fuzzing, sniffing, and much more. And actually here, so and we have encoders here. Encoders. What encoders is? Encoders are used to obfuscate modules to avoid detection by a protection mechanism, such as an antivirus or a firewall. And we have Meterpreter as well. So what Meterpreter is, I will write here. Meterpreter. So Meterpreter is a payload that uses in-memory DLL injection staggers. It provides a variety of functions we can perform on the target, which makes it popular choice. Which makes it a popular choice. So actually, by writing help in MSF console. While running MSF console, you can list all of these terminologies here, but this is the most important terminologies in Metasploit here. So here, as you can oops, what is that? So as you can see here, we can the Metasploit tells us how to run these. We have developer commands here, credential backend commands, database backend commands here. As you can see here, every command has description and job commands, module commands, and like that here. So what is the benefits of penetration testing using Metasploit? So actually, let's make it in let's tell it in next lecture, because it's almost 16 minutes. So I'm waiting you in next lecture. Thank you for watching.